Hello there, I'm Artistic Gamer 7 and I'm back with another Sims 4 Create a Sim video. Um, this one has two people. This is actually going to be a series that I'm going to be doing throughout the year, and my intentions wasn't to have two people in any of the video. It's going to be one person each, but with the situation with my job and then also with my friend, I absolutely completely forgot to do the one for January and almost forgot February's, but I remembered, and since, February actually has Valentine's Day in it, I thought it in some ways fitting for it to be a couple type situation. So the rest of them won't be two people that I am planning on as of right now, but I'm doing Create Sims based off of the 12 Birthstones. So one for each month. This one has both January and February's birthstones, so Garnet and Amethyst. I did name the guy Garnet, but not all of them are going to be completely after the gemstone. It will have a relation to the gemstone, maybe a shortened version of it, or a nickname that you can get out of the gemstone. But basically, to be able to get it to understand, like, it's back to relation to the birthstone. So, right now, I am currently doing Garnet for January. With Garnet, it was a little tricky because, one, I know Ruby eventually is coming down, like the gemstone Ruby is coming eventually. So I didn't want the colors to be similar, and looking at it, Garnet is the darker, more deeper red, while the Ruby is the more brighter, vibrant red. But also I notice a lot of Garnet, especially like the stone when it's like not refined down into like a gem for like jewelry or whatever, it has almost a pinky undertone to it. It's a dark pink, but it's still a slight pink undertone, so I sort of try to incorporate that so that the color wasn't so close to Ruby when it came down to, which in some ways made some of these things hard, especially clothing wise, trying not to get a bright red that screamed more Ruby to me versus the Garnet color that I was trying to go for. Was quite a bit of hard for me to do. Also, I was sort of using some things that people say about the gemstones, like what they believe they bring, like if you have them near you or reflect someone's personality and stuff like that. So I do try to I'm taking those things into consideration. I'm also taking into consideration, like, what month it is in relation to, like, the seasons, for me in particular, what I'm used to wearing, sort of for that, not totally on the seasons, but sort of keeping that in mind. Also keeping in mind holidays and such like that. So for me, January is more of a colder month. You're not outside, you're not getting a tan or anything like that. And also, usually is you're going back to school, whether it be elementary, high school, or college. Most of them are going back in January, and it's so sort of more of that sort of atmosphere. Also, Garnet was said to be very successful, meaning success and things like that. So that was some of the things that inspired me for the making of this sim. I definitely don't make too many guy sims, so I was definitely trying to make sure to get an even amount of guy sims and girl sims, because I've already got all of them decided, like, name wise and whether they're going to be male or females. I think I did end up with like one more like, it's not 100% even. It's not like 6 and 6 for male and female. I don't think, if I remember correctly, I think it's like 7 and 5. Just because some of the gemstones names make it a lot easier to give them girl names than it is guy names. So there was that bit of struggle. But yeah, I did definitely try to make sure that I have more guy sims, because I don't make guy sims nearly as much in Create a Sim videos, and especially, like, even in general. And I really am noticing that in my main save town, that I don't have as many guys. So a lot of them that are starting to get to the point where they're wanting to have relationships and actually possibly settle down, I don't have as many guys to go with them. So definitely going to try to start doing that more. Now, here in a second is about to be the second sim, which is the female sim, Amethyst. I did just call her Amy, And it actually took me a while to remember how to spell February, but I may have cut it out because I'm a horrible speller, but it is fine. I am putting the month as their last name just as a reminder. These two are technically married, but I still kept the last name as January and February since it is the months for those birthstones. But yeah, with her, I definitely had a hard time picking the hair. I'm so bad at like taking forever to pick hair, and I definitely take a little bit more time on her. Partially because there is more options for females. Not only like EA gives you more options, but also when it comes to custom content, there's so many more stuff and things for females than there are males. So even though I did struggle with trying to get his like colors as close to what I was wanting Garnet to be, it took me a while longer on her. And she was definitely largely influenced by the fact that February has Valentine's Day in that day. It's one of my least favorite holidays personally, but there is Valentine's Day, so I did try to keep that in mind. Also, one of the stones qualities apparently is intoxication, is one of the things that I've seen, which was sort of interesting. But I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I was sort of keeping that more thought when going into this particular sim. I am gonna be trying. I did notice with her facial wise, I think she looks like 2 or 3 sims right off the top of the bat that I've made before, especially if you put certain hairs on her. I am gonna be slowly trying to get out of making similar sims. Like, I think my sims look enough different that when you see them, you instantly recognize them, but like facial structure wise, I think it's like the hair color and the hairstyle and the eye color and like their clothing style and things like that that really makes those sims stick out. But when it comes to their facial structure, I think I tend to slightly do similar stuff. I did do a few different things with them. Like, there was some things that I was like, I don't know, I sort of want to change this. But once towards the end, I was pretty happy when they both got finished. So I am trying to do different things. But also, like with their Valentine's Day, and I talked about those inspirations for Amethyst, or Amy as she is called here. But and it took me a while for the right color purple, because it's like a vibrant but also dark purple, and it was strange trying to find a hair. But also with her, with February for me, it's still a pretty cold month, even though this year, oddly, there was like some pretty hot days in February. But again, it's a cold month, but also I was with the Valentines. So when you see her dress, it's definitely not a dress that you would normally wear in colder weather, unless you're like going on a date or in college, basically. But again, I'm just keeping the Valentine's Day feel with her. Now, also, you will be possibly seeing these sims walk around as I make them. I don't know. These sims will get older faster than the others because they're actually going to be in a save file, which is I think it's the same file as my life as a human challenge, and that one is set to where everyone in the town actually ages up as time goes on. So they will be aging up as as the time goes on, and I don't know when December gets around how old they're going to be. But we'll see what that happens. But so this is going to be a series. I'll probably make a folder. Folder? What? A playlist for specifically this, but also have it in the Create a Sim videos as well, because I am going to make one every single month. I know I'm literally on the very last day of February, but like I said, a lot of things have happened in January and February that sort of lost track on some of my plans, but doing pretty good for the most part. All things considered, I think I'm doing pretty good. But so from now on, the rest of the months are going to be more in line and such. So definitely we'll see March's birthstone more towards the middle of March versus the ending of March. So hope you will look forward to that. I had a lot of fun creating these sims. If you're like the video, please hit that lovely like button and subscribe for future episodes of Create a Sims and the rest of the Birthstones. It may be when you see your birthstone, let me know if it's your birthstone or not, and if you liked how the sim turned out. I know chances are if you're some of y'all aren't gonna like how y'all's birthstone sims turn out, possibly, but I would still love to hear your comments and hear why you think that. Um, Also, I have links in the description below to the Create a Sim playlist, as well as the other Sims 4 playlists that I have going on with my Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Snapchat information all down there in that lovely, lovely description. Um, Also, please share the video so that others may enjoy it as well. It helps me out a lot, and I very much appreciate it. Lately, I've been getting more help from a lot of people on Twitter and in the community, so I'd like to thank y'all all very much if y'all are watching this. And now, let a little bit of music play for the a few minutes that this video is ending. But again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.